Well, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? How are you guys doing? All right?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you've got, this is
Josh.
Josh. And he is one of the youth here at Eden. And we're excited to have him. And he will be going into the service. You are in the service. You're leaving in a week or something?
I leave Monday.
Monday. He's leaving Monday.
Yeah.
Are you excited or nervous?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depending on when we release this one, for posterity, this is back in June, so...
Yeah, you might be. Yeah, he may. So what date are you leaving? What's the
out.
date? Monday is June... 17th.
Yeah.
So remember him in your prayers as we go through this process, because he'll be doing some boot camp, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, boot camp. Yep. And that's about, what, 6 weeks?
For the Air Force, it's 7.5 weeks.
7.5 weeks. Okay. But you'll be in shape. You're already in shape. You kind of been in the ROTC for a long time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I just met, he is friends with my grandson Kyler, and he knows Sylvia, another Kyler's girlfriend, and then he knows a couple other youth, and he has grown very quickly. Yeah. He joined this group. He knew them before that, but they kind of drew you in, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
They reeled you in.
It's sad to have you only for that last
Yeah.
little bit, but it's just great to be able to know you now, and then just continue to be able to bless you in the future. And,
I know. Yeah. And the verse he picked, excuse me, but the verse he picked is kind of interesting because I'll let you read it first, and then I want to do a little backdrop on it.
Okay, you want to read it
Yeah,
out?
go ahead and read it.
Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or tremble at them. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you.
That's right. And if you know who he's talking about, and it's Joshua and Moses, Moses and Joshua, and you know Joshua was a military person. Did you realize that? Yeah, and I'm sure you did because of the verse. And what's interesting is Moses, you know, he made a mistake and he was not allowed to go into the promised land, and he was much older at this point in time. And he told Joshua he was going to be turning it over to him, that God had told him that he would not be going, and it was time for him to turn over the Israelites to his lead. Yeah. He was no longer going to be able to do that, and that he would cross the Jordan first, God would, and then he would pave the way for Joshua. Yeah. And that's in Joshua. No, in Deuteronomy. It's interesting. You pick somebody that is Joshua. And your name is Joshua?
Joshua.
Isn't that awesome? It just hit me. How exciting.
Yeah.
But and then that's what Moses told him, to be strong and courageous, and do not be afraid, or I think the other word was tempted, wasn't it? Was that tempted? I don't know if I can't even read my own writing. No, what was the word? Afraid or terrified? Yeah, tempted that wasn't the right word. Terrified, and that God goes with you. And he'll never leave you nor forsake you, because you accepted Christ. Yeah. Right? You took Christ into his heart not that long ago. And I'm so grateful and thankful. He's going to be, you're going to be arm in arm with Jesus going into your new future and your new life. Yeah. And I just thought that was so cool, because he told Joshua at the same time that he would deliver him from his enemies. And so in military life, you kind of face some of that. It may not be a physical sense. It might be some other ways. We may not be in a sense of war, but you always are prepared for that, right? When you go into the service. Yeah. So one of the questions we are asking is, let me find my little notes, is how does that verse encourage you?
So it just tells me that no matter what I'm facing, whatever's in front of me, I always have God by my side to help me face it. Yeah. And is that why you picked it? Because, did you just hear it somewhere? Did somebody tell you that verse? Was it in a Bible study? Or how did that verse come about? You remember? I was just reading through the Bible, and I saw the verse, and it just stuck out to me.
Cool. That's God drawing you to it, I think.
And I think it's amazing that you would land on the one talking about Joshua, because do not be afraid is literally 365 times in the Bible. So there's so many.
Is that right? 365 times.
So one
you
for
can have
every
a verse
day.
for every day. Yeah, a verse for every day to not be afraid.
So it's cool that you landed on this specific one.
I know. That is exciting.
It's nice to have basically a reminder for every day that, you know, we don't need to be afraid no matter what tomorrow or today brings us.
So as you walk through this next, 7.5 weeks and then your life beyond, because you are now in the adult world, you've graduated from high school, that's behind you, and the adult world is in front of you, and we're here for you if you ever need us, really. And, how would you point people to Jesus in your new life that you're going to be living? How will you point them with that verse? Is there a way that you think that verse is going to encourage and point other people to Jesus?
More of like, so if I come across people that are having that hard time in their life, just they don't need to feel like they've been forgotten by God. That he's always there. He always will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get the feeling of loneliness and forgottenness a lot in our lives, but we know that God's always there.
Yes.
We just reach out and He's right there.
He's right there. I know that, I've known a few people. I've never had family in the service, but I've known some outside people, and it's a tough spot to be in. And I think all of a sudden you're going away from home, we're a very secure and safe place, and everybody knows you and everybody knows your name and they call your name and, and then you're going. And so I think some people are prepared for that and then some aren't. And so you might be that shining light for those that aren't really prepared for what the decision they've made. Yeah. Were you in the ROTC for 4 years or how many years?
4 years.
4 years. So you kind of have some, background, I think, that will help you, don't you think?
A little bit.
A little bit. Some of it, some of the guidance and stuff like that.
Yes.
So another question was, one that I thought of, I kind of would ask everybody, is there one word that could describe the feelings or that you could say would represent that verse for you? Or 2 words. I mean, just in a simple, if you were to hold on something. Yeah, to summarize. Hold on. I'm going to hold on to this word, We used hope in one of the words, and I can't remember what a couple of the others were. Endurance. Yeah.
Emotional.
Yeah, emotional. Yeah. Yeah, to be able to be emotional.
Yeah. And
so there's a word that you can hold on that you can, I'll say this kind of silly thing, but I went into surgery when I first started back in my relationship with God, and I didn't know any verses, but I remembered I can do all things. That's all I could remember. I can do all things. Yeah. And when I got out and looked it up, then I remembered I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so if you had a go-to word that would help you remember this verse, I guess maybe that's what I'm kind of thinking of. Is there one that pops in your mind?
I don't know if there's exactly a word, like one word I can say.
Okay, that's good. That's all right.
But just more of that, in terms of summing it up, just you're never alone.
Yeah. You're never alone. I love that. Yeah. Jen and Jordan have done a great job with the youth, and they really have poured God's word into you guys. And so to see you on stage sharing what you're going to do, and I got to see some of your awards banquets and stuff like that to see how well you've done, and you should be very proud of yourself. And I know your parents are, and I think God is pleased, and I think God giving you that opportunity to open your heart up to Him is exciting, and you're going into the service with a whole different outlook, don't you think? Than maybe you initially were. And so we're excited, and we'll back you up, and we're here for you. So I'm excited that, y'all have done such a great job sharing with us and sharing His word, and hopefully somebody else maybe is in the midst of needing that. I will not. What was the word you used? I will not be alone.
Never alone.
I will never be alone. Never alone. Never alone. 2 words. Never alone. And it's because God is with us. And so, awesome. We appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Guys, we hope that you were encouraged by these words today. And when you see Josh on the screen, just throw out a little prayer for him. He might be having a tough time on that day. And we want to just encourage him in that. So, I guess this is it. We'll wrap it up, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, we'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.